So now, what we're going to do is I'll just show you a couple of little tips for this. Have you ever heard of this idea of if you want somebody to relax, you need to put them in a more tense state and then make them relax? Have you ever heard that? So let's do it with our fist. It's going to look weird on the camera. Right? So if you imagine, say I want my arm to be loose, right? So I might say shake it loose. But it's actually more effective to go really tense and then shake it loose. It will go to a more loose state once it's been like that. You can do it with the shoulder. Like this. Everyone talks about centered breathing, being in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can do that in combination with the shoulder. So it's in. Yeah. The best breathing is actually in through the nose, out through the nose. Diaphragm. Yeah, because we only, if you breathe through your, I'm getting a bit geeky with neuroscience stuff here. If you breathe in through your mouth, do you know what happens? It cools your brain. Yeah, that's why we yawn when we're tired. Like that, it's actually a better way of getting it in. What's closer to your brain? Your nose. That cools your brain. So it's cool. So you can get them to visualize it. I don't mind doing this sort of stuff with people. Get them to cool your brain. Yeah. So I used to have sinusitis. I could never breathe through my nose. That's why it's nuts. No, but it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. So have a seat. But these are little things that you can do now. If we go for the snowflake analogy again, if you go for this snowflake analogy, this would be snowball in the face tomorrow morning. Kids at the breakfast table. Sit up! Kris said. Yeah, it's just, so you can't do that tomorrow because your kids are going to think you're nuts. And if you're happy with this and we can get a consensus nod, what I normally do after these talks is I speak, not straight after, but the next day or whatever, I will do a video for your kids. 10 minutes long, just summarizing everything we talked. And essentially the essence of it will be, if your mum and dad start behaving a little bit weird, it's my fault. Yeah, because the temptation is, even saying Kris said, it's like, just don't do it. Just look for it. That's why it's called monitor and develop. Monitor, see first, and then maybe go, okay, but role play it. Yeah, you can't be, come on, sit up. Be more proud when you're on court. You've got to role model it yourself. Even like lower back problems, what kids are like sitting, especially teenagers. They sit like this all the time.